Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So, everybody should know by now Russell Wilson is going to Denver. The Broncos, they agreed to trade Drew Lock, tight end Noah Fant, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, and 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick to the Seahawks for Russell Wilson and a 4th-round pick. So, first things first, this is a shocker in my eyes. I did not really think Russell Wilson was going to get traded. I thought it was all gossip and talk. I did not really think they was going to trade him because teams don't usually trade their franchise quarterbacks. And, teams, it just really doesn't really happen. I thought he really wanted to be there. I thought they still wanted him for real. I knew they were kind of, shopping him a little bit, but I just didn't really think it was going to happen, but the shit happened. And it's really good timing for Denver because it's just in time before the draft and free agency, So it pretty much gives them options and it makes them a more attractive place to be as far as the free agent market. So I like what they did there. Now, as far as grading the compensation, this is my wholehearted opinion, bruh. So there's people that saying that the Broncos overpaid, and like I said, on paper it looks like a lot, bro. They really did give up a lot for Russell Wilson, but I think it's pretty much worth it. You look at Russell Wilson, he's not that old. He's like 31 years old, 32 years old, maybe 30 years old. He's around that age. He has credentials, bro. He's proven to be an elite quarterback. His record with the Seahawks is 104, 53-1. He's a Super Bowl champ. And he's made it to at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls in total. He's a 9-time Pro Bowler. He has 8, 10-plus win seasons. And he's shown that he can do a lot with less. Russell Wilson is a veteran quarterback that's still elite and has shown that he can compete at the highest level. You have to pay the price for a dude like this. And Denver didn't really have any leverage here, because if they did not, no, let me take it back. They didn't have no leverage here because they're in a situation where they need to upgrade that quarterback. They had Drew Lock on the roster. They clearly don't believe in him. That's why they brought in Teddy Bridgewater to push him last year. But Teddy Bridgewater just simply took the job, And Teddy Bridgewater, he just did what people probably, well, let me not say that. But Teddy Bridgewater just came in there and just did regular things. He's not a quarterback that's going to be a franchise quarterback. He's not elite. He's not going to win you Super Bowl. Teddy Bridgewater is really just a cool dude. And I try to tell people that, but when he was playing good with the Saints, everybody wanted to act like he was good. Teddy Bridgewater is a mid quarterback. He's a game manager. Nothing more, nothing less. You feel me? Sometimes he can be less, but Teddy Bridgewater is just not that dude. So, this year comes around, you look at the market, as far as the draft, there's nobody really worth taking when you're the Denver Broncos who's in win now mode. You look at free agency. Free agency is dry. So they had to turn to the trade market. Their only realistic options as far as winning football to go out there and get in the trade market with Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers. Watson still got his legal issues going on. He's still eligible to play, but, he could get suspended. Aaron Rodgers just committed to the Packers. So Russell Wilson was really the best option available. And for real, when you really factor in Deshaun Watson's legal situations, he's very uncertain for the future. So to be a little bit more realistic here about that market, Russell Wilson became the last resort for the Denver Broncos. And you can tell that the Denver Broncos knew that because a few hours before they even did the trade, Aaron Rodgers became unavailable. So basically, the Denver Broncos had fear of losing out on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was their last chance to upgrade at the quarterback position, bruh. Flat out. They acted with urgency. They showed they were scared. And they got a little bit aggressive. And they went out there and hit up the Denver Broncos. And at that point, not the Denver Broncos, they hit the Seattle Seahawks. And at that point, the Seattle Seahawks knew that they had what Denver needed. Not what they wanted, they had what they needed. And they knew they were the last resort. So They had all the leverage, and they were able to tax them for whatever they can get out of them. And that's exactly what Seattle did, as they should, because it's Russell Wilson at the end of the day. In Denver, they went ahead and gave it up. They gave it up because they know they can't afford to be sitting in the same spot, if not taking steps back from last year, flat out. So, whether you think they overpaid or not, I respect the aggression, none of the less, from the Denver Broncos, because they knew they needed to make this move, and they acted with urgency, and they were aggressive, and they got it done. Now, if they don't win a Super Bowl or they don't get far, it's going to look bad on them because they don't really have, they're not going to have draft picks moving forward for a few years, but it is what it is, man. You got to make sacrifices out here. When you know that you have the talent, look at the offense. They have weapons. They have Jerry Jeudy, who's due for a breakout season. They have KJ Hamler. They have Courtland Sutton, who's established. They have Javonte Williams, who's due for a breakout season. He played well his rookie year. They have Melvin Gordon. Now they have Russell Wilson. You look at the defense. They have a complimentary defense with a lot of talent. They were supposed to make noise last year. They didn't, but hopefully they make noise this year. So, to get back to what I'm saying, man, this was a good decision that the Denver Broncos went out there and made. I don't know how everybody else feel, but I really like the move, and I think it can potentially be a win-win situation for all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the trade. Do you think it made sense? And did you agree with anything that I said? Because like I said, at the end of the day, you could say they overpaid, but they also were in a situation where they had to overpay, and they completely had no leverage. Because it's like, hey, if you don't go ahead and give us what we want for Russell Wilson, what else is out there? What else you gonna get? Really, if they didn't trade for Russell Wilson, if they didn't do that trade, what else was they going to turn to? They had nothing else to turn to. They supposed to get taxed. They had nothing else to turn to, bruh. And if they wanted to be stubborn, somebody else could have came in. Washington need a quarterback. The Colts need a quarterback. Teams out there need QBs. Pittsburgh need a quarterback. Shit, the Browns, we need a quarterback, even though we wasn't going to make the move. But there's teams that need quarterbacks just like them, so they couldn't afford to be stubborn and be playing the waiting game. They had to act now. That's what they did, and I think their decision should be respected, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the trade. Like, comment, subscribe, and I got some more content coming soon.